Hi, this is Greg Kilpack. I'm a trading and investment coach, and my expertise is growth stocks. In this video, I'm going to show you my growth stock strategy and how it works, and then I'm going to give you an offer at the end of the video if you want to learn more. So this is a picture of my family. This is me in true form, okay? The other pictures for them all a little bit stuffy for me personally. So in the stock market, the average annual return is 9%. So that means if you only have, say, $10,000 to invest, your time to double your money with that return is going to be 8 years. That's a long time just to make 10,000 more dollars. However, if you do growth stocks, you can do a lot better than that. Since its IPO, Microsoft has created 8 billionaires and an estimated 12,000 millionaires from Microsoft employees, not to mention all the other investors who got in early. So there's big money in finding growth stocks and holding on over time. So $1,000 invested in Microsoft at IPO back in March of 1986, when it was at $21 a share, would bring you today, would be worth over $5 million. As of today, January 2024, Microsoft stock is at 382. So this is an accurate number as of today. Now, it kind of works like this. In venture capital, the way they do it is if they have $100 million to invest, they'll spread it around and they'll put $10 million, let's say, in 10 different companies, knowing full well they're going to lose most of their money in most of those companies. In fact, most of the time it works like this. They lose every penny that they give to 9 out of 10 companies, knowing that the 10th company is going to make it big and more than make up for all the losses they had in the other 9. So if they started with 100 million and made it big with just one, they're still way ahead, but they've got to have one great company that's a growth company. Now, my numbers for the growth stock strategy are a little bit different. They're not quite as extreme. Let's say that you have $10,000 to invest. Now, if you can find 10 growth companies and do $1,000 each, that's great, but they're hard to find. And so let's say that you find 5 good growth stocks and you put $2,000 into 5 companies for your 10,000. That's really the minimum that I would say is at least 5 companies, but more is better. Okay, if you do that, this is the results you're likely to get. With this strategy, you're probably going to lose about 50% on 2 of those companies. That's been my experience, okay? You're going to lose money on some of them because it's just risky. These are not established companies. One of the companies you're probably going to make or lose about, it's going to stay about the same. You're not going to make or lose a lot on one of them. So far you're not doing too good. 3 out of your 5 companies. But 2 of those companies are going to do very well. One of them, you're going to make 3 to 5 times your money within 3 to 5 years. Okay, so you're going to turn $2,000 into maybe $6,000, maybe a little bit more. And one of them, we hope, is going to be that big one. The bigger, the better. We want it to be the next Microsoft. And typically, you can make maybe 5 times your money. But sometimes, if you catch it just right, you could make 100 times your money. Microsoft is up something like 300,000% over, 30, 40 years, okay? So over time, it could be huge. You only need one of these stocks to make it big. So let's say you only did 5 times your money on one stock, and let's say the 3 times your money on one stock, and you got these other results that I mentioned. After 5 years, 3 to 5 years, you would have 26, 28, 29, 30,000. You'd have 3 times your money at least, maybe more if you caught the right stock. Okay, so that's great. Now let me show you what I've been able to do in my career. My very first stock was Priceline.com. It's now called Booking Holdings. But I bought it on July 5th, 2010 for $200 a share. And I sold it about 3 years later for, I don't remember the exact amount. I have to go back and look at the records, but it was between 3 and 4 times my money. And I did it about 3.5 years later. This is plenty of proof if you buy the right stock, you can make great money on it in a relatively short time. You'll also notice I sold way too soon. And so that's definitely what you want to do is hold on as long as that sucker's going up. Hold on and let it run. It's hard to do. It's tempting to want to sell it and ring the cash register, but you don't want to do that. You want to hold on as long as that's going up really well. You can see it's had deep pullbacks at one point. At that point, it was about 1,500, went down to 1,000. So that's a 33% drop right there. You have to hold on as long as it's going up overall. Here's another stock that I did really well on. This is Trulieve Cannabis, which I bought in February, or maybe it was January of 2020, and I made 4 times my money within 13 months. Nice. But you can see that you have to manage these and you have to watch them because they ended up coming back down. It's currently trading at about $5 a share. So if I had held it to today, then I would have given up a 4 times profit and I'd be down 50%. So that would have been the wrong way to manage this trade. Okay, so I am offering a training webinar for how to do this. I teach you how to find the growth stocks for free online on Yahoo Finance. I show you which stocks to buy, how to manage risk, how to manage the positions of the stock, and I will even give you the top 3 growth stocks that I'm in right now for the money that I manage for my clients. Okay? I do this maybe once or twice a year. Every once in a while I do this. Usually I just do it by referral, but I thought I'd advertise it this time, see if anybody else might be interested. And I'm going to do a live webinar, whether it's 1 person or 50 people online. Okay? We'll do this over a Zoom maybe, or one of the other apps, so that you can see what I'm talking about when I talk online. Okay? You want to be the superhero of growth stocks, and you can get it in this strategy. All you got to do is shoot me an email, and we'll set up a time to do it. I'm going to do this next one probably the end of January. So you got about 2 to 3 weeks to sign up for it. Otherwise, you have to wait months until I do it again. All right? So this is Greg Kilpack, and hope you have the intestinal fortitude to buy growth stocks to make that good money in the markets. Just shoot me an email, and we'll get right to it. So this is Greg Kilpack wishing you many profitable returns in the stock market.